Remember, safety is always number one, and it's our responsibility as nurses to make sure that we're delivering the correct amount of medication, whether it be tablets, IV push, micrograms per kilograms per minute. So there's different ways that we can do conversions, but I always say, and I'm not a proponent of always just memorizing, but I think with math there is some unit conversions that you really just need to memorize. So I just want to divide this up real quick. I actually recorded this once before. That's why there's writing all over it and it did not take. So here we go again. There's the metric system, the apothecary system, and the household system. You're probably very familiar with cup, tablespoon, teaspoon, and drops. And in the medical field, we use metric system. In Europe and many other countries, the metric system's been used for years. If you know kilometers, meters versus what we use here is miles per hour. Well, in the medical field here, we use the metric system. So when you're putting things into the electronic health record, we're either using the apothecary system or the metric system. So you need to know how much a cup is. Well, I know a cup is 8 ounces, but how many mLs is it? It's 240 mLs. That's just one example of something that you should memorize, because if you Google it, it'll tell you 236.6. Well, we don't use that in the medical field. We do a straight 240 mLs, and so just make sure you memorize that. The other thing to memorize are teaspoons and mLs. There's 5 mLs in 1 teaspoon. Again, that's something that you just should memorize. There should be a little sheet, a reference that you have. If not, it's in your calculation book that you can even make your own little thing up. If you're having trouble understanding the conversions, though, the metric system is in units of 10, and so it's easier to convert. So, for example, if you're going from kilograms to grams, I'm up here now, kilograms to grams, or grams to milligrams, or milligrams to micrograms, you move the decimal point 3 points to the right if you're moving from higher to lower, or if you're moving from micrograms to kilograms, you're going to move 3 for each increment decimal points to the left. So for an example, if I want to go from 1 kilogram to gram, how many grams are in a kilogram? It's 1,000 grams are in a kilogram, because I went from kilogram to gram. That's 3 decimal places to the right. 1, 2, 3. If I want to go from gram here to microgram, I'm going 1, 2. So I have to move it over 6. So as you can see here, 1 million micrograms equals 1 gram. If you're going the other way, you would move your decimal point to the left. You can't do that with the apothecary system or households, only in the metric system because it's in increments of 10. Moving to temperature, this is another area that you should memorize, and as you get more repetitive with it, you will. But again, keep a little card on hand with all these little conversions, the most important ones here. But if you do want to know a calculation, if you want to get to Celsius, you want to do Fahrenheit minus 32 in parentheses, then you divide by 1.8. And if you want Fahrenheit, there's this calculation below. The other thing is military time. Military time, eventually and soon, actually, you'll probably end up memorizing this. From midnight on to noon, it's just the same numbers. But to make it easier, you remove the AM and PM, you remove the colon, and you add a 0 in the front. So it's just 0100, 0200, 0300. Once you get to 1 o'clock, though, you just go up. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 to 11 o'clock at night, or 2300. But if you want an easier way to memorize it in your mind, you can do 12 plus 1 is 13, 12 plus 2, 12 plus 3, 12 plus 4, 17 is 12 plus 5. And that will get you to the military time. So 12 plus 5 equals 17. So 5 o'clock, 12 plus 5 is 1700. And that is it.